We want to multiply 2x squared, a monomial, times the polynomial 3x to the fourth plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 9. So we're going to go ahead and start by multiplying the monomial to each term of the polynomial. So we have 2x squared times 3x to the fourth plus 2x squared times 5x squared minus 2x squared times 7x plus 2x squared times 9. Then we want to simplify each term individually. We're going to multiply the coefficients. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. And when we multiply the variable parts, x squared times x to the fourth, we are going to add their exponents. So we're going to have x to the 6th power. Moving on to the next term, we are going to multiply the coefficients. 2 times 5, which is 10. And multiplying x squared times x squared is adding those exponents, so we get x to the fourth. In the next term, we have a negative 2 times 7, so our coefficient will be negative 14. And x squared times x, well, x is x to the first, so when we multiply x squared and x to the first, we are going to get x to the third when we add those exponents. And finally, we're going to have positive 2 times 9, so plus 18 as our final coefficient, and we only have x squared, so plus 18x squared. In this next example, I want to multiply the monomial negative x times the polynomial 4x squared minus 13x plus 20. We'll start by multiplying the monomial to each term. So we're going to have negative x times 4x squared. Now the next piece, I'm going to go ahead and leave the subtraction symbol. So I have subtraction. And now I'm going to multiply negative x times 13x. Well, since there's already an operator here, I'm going to go ahead and keep the negative x in parentheses. So I have negative x times 13x. And for this last multiplication as well, I'm going to keep the operator of addition, and then I'm going to multiply negative x times 20. But I'm going to keep the negative x in parentheses because, again, it's right next to the operator. Now I'm going to multiply each term. So here I'm going to have a negative 1 times 4. So my coefficient is negative 4. And then I'm going to have x to the third power when we add those exponents. Now the second term, I have minus a negative, which is a positive. So I have positive 13 as the coefficient and x squared as the variable. X times x is x squared. And then here I'm going to end up with just a negative 20x. So I have plus, but then I have a negative x times 20. So I'm going to end up with a negative 20x. So here's my final answer, and something to observe is that when I multiply by a negative monomial, all of the terms in the polynomial are going to have the opposite sign in the answer. So we had positive, negative, positive, but now I have negative, positive, negative.